What's going on, everyone? It is your girl, Miss Quinita Charnel, and we are doing our next series in the Afro Chronicles. I am actually switching it up a bit, and we're doing a wig this time around, and we're using the Freetress Ringlet Wand Curl hair. I'm going to show you the wig cap, which you see here is what I use, and the reason I use this wig cap is because it came with 3 combs already installed, which was nothing but a lifesaver. I love this cap. It's quite stretchy. As you can clearly see here, it's breathable and it fits your hair, your head like a glove. So I highly recommend this wig cap for any and all of your crochet styles. So I'm just showing you here on my mannequin head, it is a typical standard 22-inch, and this is what the hair looks like fresh out of the pack. So please don't be afraid, ladies, if you get the hair and it's a little fuzzy. This hair is going to get fuzzy because it's synthetic, but the texture is beautiful, the curl pattern is nice, the shine, the luster is not very high. So let's just watch how I do just the first row so that you guys can understand exactly what you're going to do when you get it. The thing that you want to make sure you're very conscious of when you're making wigs, especially with hair that can get very big very quickly, is that you want to make sure you space your wigs accordingly. I love the brick layering method, and you'll see that once I start my second row, but I wanted to show you exactly how I started. I believe I put 4 or 5 pieces in the back, and I used, one hole, if that makes sense. I didn't take it to 2 or 3 holes. Because of the structure of this cap, it's strong enough to go through 1 hole without having any issue. And I wanted you all to also see the mistakes I'm making with, having difficulty with the hair, and I have to make it smooth again so I can do it again. This is all a learning experience. This is not something that you have to be perfect at. So take your time, have fun with it, but just look at what I'm doing. So this is what I was talking about when I was telling you guys the brick layering method. After you do your first row, when you start your second one, you put the hair, for one, about maybe a finger's space or space and a half apart or on top of the other hair, and then you place it in between the spaces. So when you have a row, you guys have seen a brick wall that's not straight across. More than likely they put 1 brick one way, and then where the 2 bricks meet, that's where you put the space. I hope that's making sense. But you put it in between the spaces of the other hair, and what that does is give you adequate coverage. It gives you a good amount of spacing so that you're not crowding the hair in the back, because it's like I said, this hair can get very big very fast, and it still gives you a lot of volume, which is what I like. As you guys know, or you're learning that, honey, I love me some big hair. Okay, love it, love it, love it, but I still want this to be very well put together and well constructed. So as you can see, as I just put that space there, and you see the next space that's right there in between those 2 parts, I'm putting the hair right in between there, and that is the perfect example of the brick layering method. So keep watching, keep watching. Yes, so we have finally completed our very first pack, and this is what the wig looks like currently with just one pack of hair. And as you can see when you get very close on the camera, that I'm showing you as best I can the bricklayering method so that you can see that there's not very much space and you can't see the cap where all the hair is currently. So keep going. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do with the second pack, because that's when I start splitting the hair. Okay, so this is where I was telling you guys that I am going to start splitting the hair. What I have in my hand is one whole piece. And with this hair, some pieces will be thicker than others, some pieces will be smaller than others. But the point is that you split the hair evenly in the middle, and this hair is very easy to split, so don't worry about that. But what this does is give you more volume, and it kind of increases the life of the hair that you have left over. Because if I was just to put this in just how it is, more than likely I would run out of hair before I run out of space. So I wanted to make sure I split this hair two sometimes, or once, or sometimes twice, 3 times if the pieces were really thick, just to make sure I get that adequate coverage. But you are still doing the brick layering method. That is very, very important. And for me, this is when you start putting your pieces closer together. You don't have to worry about all that spacing in the back like we did, because you're wanting to now fill it up and make sure it's full. So just put it in there, and whatever you do on one side, I call it the mirror effect. However I put the pieces in on one side, I do it the same on the other. That way I'm getting the same type of fullness, volume, consistency with the wig the entire way through, and that's really, really important. Right, this is what half the pack of pack 2 looks like, and you see how by continuing to do what I did and mirror what I did on both sides, you're kind of getting this semicircle. That is exactly what you want, and you're still splitting the hair, and now you're just filling in the gap. That's all you're doing, and keep filling it in, and this is going to turn out perfect. You understand? Like, this is not hard. This is not a hard thing. And I know sometimes with making wigs, especially with, you know, different types of hair, it can be difficult. But what I love about this particular hair is that it's very easy to manipulate. Very, 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 very easy. But keep watching. I'll show you exactly how I filled in the rest of the wig. Yes, and we are done. This is what the wig looks like straight after completion. I'm showing you the hairline of what I did, the band. This hair looks bomb on the mannequin, honey, and I was loving it. I was absolutely loving it. But do you see what I was talking about, what the hair looks like when you pull it apart? It's so fluffy, it moves, it's great. And I really wanted to make sure I show you guys the hairline. This is how you're able to distinguish where, you know, you put your wig on. And I'm showing you the clip. The clips go how I did the wig on both sides of my ears, where my ears are, and then there's one clip in the back. That gives you security in addition to the wig already going to be perfectly fitted on your head, but it's going to be so very easy. And this is just a serious close-up, and I'm sorry of the quality, guys. I was filming on my old phone of what it looks like. See the clip on the side, and then how the hairline comes all the way to the edge, and it's very neat. And then that's the other clip that's going to go over your ear. It just makes it so much easier when it's, you know, you take this wig off at night or whenever you take it off, and you know, okay, this is the front of the wig, this is the side, this is the back. Now, here's a pro tip. If you don't want any hair showing or having to worry about that band, crochet that hair all the way to the end of the band, or even glue it down on the front of the band. That way you don't have to worry about disguising and hiding it. Honey, you can pick that wig up and go. Do you hear me? Okay. This was the finished look. Okay, honey, this wig is bomb. Okay, I absolutely love it. I will say I wish I would have split the hair in the back as much as I did in the front. That would have gave me that volume that I was looking for, that I'm so used to, but I don't mind it at all. I think it looks great. But this is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned and subscribe to the channel.